Okay, it's pretty obvious to see that the boat is being miraged or mirrored underneath, and I'm going to call this the mirage zone or the mirror zone. And as I'm following this boat, I see this other object out here, so I decided to start following it. And what you'll see is you'll see this boat emerging out of the mirage zone. As you can see that there's a gap in between the visible water and the mirroring water. And then within that mirror, it is hiding everything underneath the top of this vessel, the top of this boat. It is being hidden in the mirror or the mirage, just like a car going down the road, and it goes into a mirage, and then it emerges out the other side. Now, mirages occur on surfaces, and that's what we're looking at. We're looking at one big, huge surface, and within that surface is this mirage. And the mirage is not the boats. As you can see, these people in these other boats are very well visible, and they are sitting actually at the edge of the mirroring zone. And some of these boats are in the mirror zone, and that's why you don't see the lower or portions of the boat, because it's being hidden in that mirage. And a lot of people just don't see this. I really try to bring you visual proofs, and all I get from people is, well, the trolls especially, come on my channel and tell me I'm stupid, I'm nuts, that this is refraction pulling something up from the other side of the curve. It is not. It's pretty obvious after doing hundreds, if not thousands, of observations of this phenomenon out here in the water, that this is not it's not pulling something up from behind it, it's actually hiding it, and it's actually pulling it down within. Now, watch this boat as it gets to this area. You can actually see it coming out of the mirage. Look at the water that's there. And now you start seeing the whole boat on top of the water. Now, what's going on here? All right, they want to claim it's refraction pulling it up, and I'm claiming that it's refraction that pulls it down and hides it. It hides it within this mirage. And any idiot can go out on the street and watch cars go into a mirage and watch parts of them disappear. So we have the same thing occurring that's out on the water. Now, what's the difference between the water and the land? Well, we know it's a mirage. We know it looks like water out on the road, and it hides it. But when you got water hiding water, the water becomes invisible, just like the road becomes invisible under the mirage area. All right, so don't come on my channel, trolls, and just try to tell me I'm stupid, because I'm not stupid. I've been doing this a hell of a lot longer than you've even thought about doing it. Go out and do your own observations. Go out and watch this yourself, and you'll start seeing that it is a mirror zone, and this mirror zone or this mirage zone is what hides the portions of the boats that you can't see. Same way with some of the birds that fly into the scene. They'll disappear, reappear, disappear, reappear. Now, they're not being pulled up from over the curb. These birds sometimes aren't even anywhere near that edge. But they will fall into that mirror zone and disappear, reappear, disappear, reappear. And that's the same thing that's going on with these boats. The bottoms of the hulls get cut off because it's in that mirage zone, in that mirror area. And that is what we can look at. Now, we can also do our own test using mirror or water. We can use a pond, a lake, and get as low to it as possible and put an object out there. And also right here, watch how that light kind of hid the boat somewhat. And that's also another thing, is the light can also hide things. When it gets so far out in this lighted area, it just blinds you from seeing anything in it. Now, I really followed this boat because I would say, wow, I've never caught anything quite like this. And even look at this sign that's out there. It's not getting pulled up over the curve. It's pretty visible that sign is way the hell out there, and it is very, very small, because when things are very small, they are easily hidden within this mirage zone, this mirroring zone. So I'm not out here to fool anybody or lie to anybody. I'm just giving you my best honest opinion of what I've been doing for the last 2.5 years of doing observations of these boats out on the water. Now, it's almost like he's out of that mirage zone, but watch when he gets back over here to the south of me as I'm following this boat. I mean, you can see the whole boat's out of the water now. You can actually tell that it's the whole boat. You can see the whole transom of the boat. You can see the bow of the boat. And he's not quite in that mirror zone anymore. But you can actually see still this little sliver of white just above the water. Now that's still part of that mirroring zone. That's why you don't quite see him throwing up the wake as much. Now I'm going to zoom back and show you exactly how far away this boat actually is from me. And my camera is at a lower setting. It ain't at the 5.5 feet. I'm actually sitting in a chair with my, I think it was, oh, what did I measured it the other day. 54 inches, I think it was my height of the camera. Or it might have been 49 inches is what it is. 49 inches. It's 1 inch over 4 feet. And I'm sitting down in a chair looking at my screen and using my remote to follow this boat. Now, watch when he gets back over here, he starts falling back into this mirroring zone, this mirage zone. And it's pretty obvious that you can see it. You can see it happening with your own eyes. And, you know, it's funny, one of the definitions of mirage is not to believe your own eyes. Now watch the transom of his boat start going downward and getting hidden. And that bird flies by and it kind of goes in and out of the mirage zone too. And you can even see the back wake of his boat kind of getting hid in there too. You can't quite see that water or that wake that he's putting out. Because it's in that mirror zone, that mirage zone. Now you do see the water that's being pushed up high enough for my camera to resolve it, but other than that, you don't see that that big wake that this boat is actually pushing out. Now and then you'll see a splash, but you don't see the bigger wake that he's actually putting out. Now what's really funny is I'm following this boat. Now I see the whole boat in the water, and he goes past Billy Steele's rack, okay, and he's going to keep going. And what I want you to do is watch right up here. Now he's coming up, he's slowing down because there's a big boat coming, and he's in the channel. Now watch the rear end of his boat, the transom of his boat. He slows down and he stops, and everything sinks into that mirage zone, that mirror zone. Look at that. I mean, it's pretty obvious, man. I mean, people have got to be blind if they do not see this. They really have to be blind. And you know, in all my videos, it shows exactly what I'm saying. And it's taken me a little while to actually figure out kind of what's going on. But, you know, after doing so many of these, I've really picked it up. Now, here I had to splice in another part of the video because that 15-minute had ended. And there was some other video before this, but I cut the video so I could edit it a little bit, and I didn't quite get as good of a focus on this second part, but I didn't think it was, I mean, it's necessary to try to get the best focus you can, but unfortunately I didn't quite get a good focus. And then look at this, these people right here that are just kind of out there floating in the boat. They're not up on plane, they're just kind of just floating along. And see, now this boat gets back up on plane. Hey, plane, on the plane. And there it is. He's back up on top of the water. You can obviously see the boat, but you can't see that water within that mirror zone, in that mirage zone. And that's why I say that mirage hides the water. It's hiding everything. All right, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.